B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Nasliach. We continue our learning from Sefer of Harav Eliyahu Netaneli Shlita Mikveh that teaches us about the importance of avoiding Shechvat Zera Levatala, Shmirat HaBrit, and this morning, 15th of Kislev, is the Hilula of Rabbi Yehuda HaNasi alav Shalom. May his zechut be a protection to all of us. So in this learning, we're going. Harav Netaneli Shlita explains the importance of building and having mikveh in the Jewish history. That we find the importance of going to mikveh, and that throughout the generations, Am Israel, in every location that they lived, right, in small towns or the big cities, they always built mikveh. In fact, the shechunot and all the places that Yehudim lived, they built their homes around shuls and mikvaot, because those are the two essential places that the Yehudi needs to have to go to mikveh, for especially particularly for ladies, to have kedusha v'tahara b'shat biyab, that they should not have the tum'at of the nida, and Beit HaKnesset obviously for prayers, to get together and to learn Torah, Batei Midrashot. So they built their homes around shuls and mikvaot. So says Harav Netaneli Shlita that if they didn't have the option of building their own mikveh, then of course if they had access to river, they would use it, right? And the river, right, that they should be used as the mikveh during summer or during winter, right? And especially how much Am Israel, they went through difficulties in Europe, that over there freezing cold winters, right, very cold falls, that the rivers were turned to ice. They would break the ice and they would still go in the water that was freezing cold, right? That shows the importance of mikveh for Am Israel, that how much they were willing to sacrifice to have a kedusha, v'tahara, holiness and purity. So says Harav Eliyahu Netaneli Shlita, in the town of Sefer, which is the north of Eretz Israel, there is a mikveh there. It's called Mikveh Arizal. I was zoche to go there. I was zoche to go there and deep in there. They say whoever dips in the mikveh of Arizal, he will be zoche to make teshuvah in his lifetime. Right? So this mikveh is the mikveh that comes from some sort of a river, right? So it always has water during summer and winter. Is the mikveh that Arizal used himself, right? And perhaps this has been there for hundreds of years, or perhaps thousands, says Harav Netaneli Shlita, from the creation, right? That this water over there is very, very cold, right? And it's between rocks, and somehow it finds its way to go outside. So this is one of the greatest, and this is one of the greatest things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu allowed Arizal to have a mikveh over there, that Arizal should go there and to make himself pure in order to learn Torah, and especially the Chokhmah of Kabbalah. So as we know, Arizal lived in a Sfat around 440, maybe 50 years ago. That's right, yeah, 450 years ago. And he lived there for around 2 years. And he used this mikveh over there, that's why it's called Arizal. Right? Rabbeinu Yitzchak Loria Ashkenazi alav shalom. This mikveh, as we said, says Harav Netaneli, this is in the middle of the mountain, as we explained. And Arizal every day would go up to go here, right? So from here we learn the importance of going to mikveh. If Arizal was willing to go out of his way, to go up from the mountain, and to go to mikveh, to such a cold mikveh, how much more so we need to use the opportunities we have and to go to mikveh. And may Hashem help us that we men also, not just women, of course, women already they have their obligation to go to mikveh, but also men should also try to use these the mikvah that we have in town to go to mikveh more often, as our Chachamim teach us that those who go to mikveh, all sorts of impure spirits leaves them as soon as they dip in the mikveh. Now also we need to Harav Netaneli Shlita explains here that this mikveh of Arizal was only for men and not for more women, right? Why is that? Because a woman is not allowed to go to Bet HaChaim, where is the cemetery. Also, Kohanim, they need to make sure if they want to go to this mikveh, they need to find a way to get there without passing a dead body. I don't know if Kohanim can go there at all. I don't know. Maybe there is a way. Yeah. So may Hashem help us that we try to go to mikveh more often. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen. Amen.